this example, to expand content, we're going to be using the Jarvis templates. So here I have the article that I'm still working on of 5,120 words, and this needs to be at around 6,500 to 7,000 words. So I've taken another H2 from the Surfer brief, create multi-layered content. I've pasted it over here, and I've actually added for brand awareness because that's a keyword for this article. And then I've added in here the paragraph from the Surfer brief that I would like to rewrite and expand upon. So the first thing we're going to take is the best content. We'll integrate visual content and text-based content to create the most engaging experience possible. So I'm going to copy that, and we're going to head on over to Content Improver, and we're going to pop that here into the box. My tone of voice here I've got animated and informative. They're tones of voice that I use typically throughout my content. And here I've got my output set to 3, so let's just pop that up to 5, just so we can get quite a few ideas. And now we're going to generate the content. So creating content to engage your audience is important. The best types of media for this purpose can be a mix, text-based and visual elements, which will help you create the most engaging experience possible. That's very similar. So your content should be dynamic and multi-layered to keep your audience engaged. Okay, I like this one. So let's copy that. So let's replace that. So create multi-layered content for brand awareness. Your content should be dynamic. You can integrate. Okay, see if there's anything else here. Okay, I like this bit. Probably don't need as many exclamation marks. Jarvis does do that because of, I've said I want animated as tone of voice. You can use this by using real photos, illustrations, or other graphics. Yeah, as an affiliate marketer, I'd probably put in something like I use Canva or Pictory or something like that to create graphics or video content, something like that, but we can come back to that later. Other graphics, and I'm just going to use this in here. Screenshots illustrating relevant data and even customized infographics. Video content does not have to look like a Hollywood movie when you can make effective messages. So let's talk about video content then. So we're going to take that and we're going to pop it over here in Content Improver again. I like this one. Why not make your video content as interesting and creative looking as the rest of your site? Video can be a great way to get people's attention so they'll stay on it for long enough. I want to say on your site longer. You create better engagement than just reading text, which in turn makes more potential sales. Okay, I like this one. You can make videos that are as engaging and informative with a different style. Think of the difference between reading an article on your phone versus watching one in person. Okay. I like this one. Content should always provide value regardless of any category it falls into and always be worth the visitor's time. So take that part, pop it over here into Content Improver. like this one. Some content may be worth more than others, but it's important not to lose sight of the value a visitor can get from any type of post. The key is finding what will motivate your audience and keep them engaged in order for you to provide something useful or entertaining at all times. Okay, so now we have a slightly expanded, unique paragraph. And at this point, obviously, you could continue this with boss mode because you have boss mode if you're in Jarvis on the boss mode plan. And you could just hit compose at this point and see what Jarvis comes up with. So I like this because it's personal point of view. I would use my expertise to create blog posts that can be shared, liked, or used as reference material in the future. I've decided to take a multi-layered approach, creating several different types of multimedia content, including so you can see where this is going. So we can just keep going and going. But that's how you use Content Improver to take existing content and expand it or make it unique. So the first example we're going to look at for expanding content is using the boss mode in Jarvis. At the moment, I have an article that's been submitted that's about 5,000 words, and it needs to be 6,500 to 7,500 words. So I need to just add some more to this article before I can publish it. So this isn't a topic that I know a huge amount about B2B content marketing. So here what I've done is I've gone into the Surfer brief in the SEO mode, and I've pulled some H2s and some H2 content from the Surfer brief. Let me just quickly show you that. So here I have some H2s, and what I've done is I've brought that across over here into the article. I have actually rewritten the H2 already, and then the content here has been rewritten by the Surfer AI, but really I'd like to rewrite that and expand on those principles. So we're going to stick to focus mode for now, and what we're going to do is just break that down a little bit and see how boss mode can help us. So content marketing should be the top tool to make your content get out there quickly and effectively, as well as help you establish your online authority in any field. So first of all, let's just adjust that sentence. Content marketing should be the top tool to make your content get out there quickly. Let's just have Jarvis rephrase that, shall we? The most effective marketing technique for content is to utilize meta tags and title tags in order to get material out there promptly and effectively, whilst also assisting you to develop your online authority in any discipline. Okay, I'm going to take that and I'm just going to replace that with content marketing. So even there in the rephrase function, don't just throw something out because it isn't exactly what you need. That sentence was exactly what I needed, apart from one little adjustment there. So what we've done is taken the beginning of this paragraph, we've adjusted it here, and now we're just going to hit compose and let Jarvis expand upon that principle. I'm a big believer that the most successful businesses have worked to build their authority in multiple areas. I've been using content marketing efforts for several years now. I've written about my experiences along what I've learned, and this philosophy has paid off many times. Okay, so I don't want to have I've written about, so I'm just going to get rid of that. Okay, so I'm going to take this out. So it's just finding what's relevant to your article. So I've been using content marketing for several years now. Content marketing is an excellent way to reach out to your potential customers and get them excited about who you are, what you do, and the benefits of working with you. The content you create should be valuable to your potential customers, not simply another advertisement or sales pitch for them to ignore. I found that there are several different strategies when utilising content marketing. Some work better than others, but it really depends on who you are, who your audience is, and what their needs are. Okay, so that's already expanded that, but really I want to touch on cross-pollination and collaboration. So I'm going to give Jarvis some direction here. Utilising, terrible spelling, sorry, actually I'm terrible typing. Utilising cross-pollination. And now I'm going to hit compose again. So I've just bridged with something here to direct Jarvis. So utilising cross-pollination and collaboration. One of the best ways to keep your content marketing efforts fresh and engaging is to partner with other experts who can offer their insight and input on issues that not only relate to them, but also to your potential customers. This allows you to create a more diverse and well-rounded body of knowledge for your audience. Love it. It not only validates your expertise, but it also gives you a chance to become part of the conversation and network with other talented individuals who may be able to help strengthen your business in the future. And similar to using content marketing for B2B customers, I always encourage my partners to use their own unique voice and tone rather than simply copy mine. Okay, and now he's gone on to a different topic. But that's amazing. So I've expanded from just a couple of sentences to all of this, just really using compose and then just guiding Jarvis here by saying utilising cross-pollination and collaboration. So just a teeny bit of guidance. Let's take a look at using Jarvis boss mode commands to expand content. So I have my H2 here and just a couple of sentences about the topic that I want to talk about, but obviously there's not a lot of content there. So I want to ask Jarvis to expand upon the above, but rather than just give him a very basic command, let's ask him to do it using an analogy, because somebody asked me the other day, can Jarvis write analogies? So I'm going to be using Command-Shift-Enter. That's my preferred way of running the commands, which means that the command stays in place when I run it. If you just run with Command-Enter, the command will disappear. So let's try that, Command-Shift-Enter. So Jarvis, please expand upon the above using an analogy. So the first step is to be where your audience is. They're not going to come to you if they don't know who you are or what your offer is. You need to reach them where they are. For example, if you sell wedding invitations on Etsy, you would need to have a Facebook page, Twitter account, Instagram account, etc. Social media networks are just one of the many ways that website owners can find new customer leads. If someone on any of these networks clicks on your advertisement and visits your Etsy store, then this is an example of being on someone's radar on the internet. This analogy is important because it shows how you would reach out and contact people in other areas in order to get your product in front of them when the time comes to make a purchase. They will know who you are and what you have to offer. Okay, now we've left that command in place, so thank you very much for that, Jarvis. What we're going to do is we're actually going to run it again. The reason I like to run it twice is that obviously you might get a different output, but also sometimes you can combine the outputs to give you even longer content. Okay, that's a very short analogy. But I love your sense of humour today, Jarvis. Social networks, forums, and local groups are a few places you can go to find people who have a problem you solve. Know where they hang out, and make sure your message is always there when they are ready to buy. Take a page from Santa Claus and be where your audience is. Okay, let's just try that again. For example, if your product is a digital marketing course, then you'll want to be on a website or social network that caters to marketers. You'll also need an email list so that you can send them your offer when they are ready. Having to coax this out of Jarvis little by little today. So let's just run that one more time. It's no different that when you go to the grocery store, when you find a product that you like, you grab it and buy it. You'll probably never see that product again because it meets your needs and it's not necessary for you to grab another one later. It's the same thing with solving your purchase problems. They'll come back sooner or later when they're ready for what you offer. This is similar to an analogy where you are trying to find the best product for you. If you like it, then that's all that matters and you'll pick it every time. Otherwise, you won't even try that specific product again because it doesn't meet your need. It's the same thing with finding a solution to their problems. Once they find the best solution, they'll come back and purchase it instead of trying others. So there you go. Jarvis can indeed write analogies, and that's how you can use a boss mode command and then obviously compose afterwards just to get Jarvis to continue the thought, to expand your content to the point that you've got several paragraphs. In this example for expanding content in Jarvis boss mode, we're going to look at guiding Jarvis with some leading questions and some bridging words. So here I have some content that I want to elaborate on. So user experience matters. Content marketing is where your marketing funnel meets your sales funnel. User experience matters simply because it leads to company loyalty. So building loyalty is important because because it leads directly to generating B2B leads and transactions. If your content is good, your visitors will feel value in the time that they spend reading it. You want to make sure that you're focusing on practical tips, case studies, new ideas and strategies that the user can take away from it. This way you can build a loyal following of people So we literally bridged here with building loyalty is important because, and we've led Jarvis to give us some different content here. We could try another one just here. Or actually, another one we could try here. Moreover, I love that, the bridging word. So we're literally giving Jarvis one word, moreover. Okay, I'm just taking out the bits that I know I've already covered here. Okay, and we don't need these examples again. I've covered that content previously, way back, 6,000 words ago. So Jarvis has no idea at this point that I've already said that. So we've just used here because and moreover to guide Jarvis to give us more content to expand upon the content. We could also try in other words. Instead of focusing on what this article can do for you, think about what you can do for this article by sharing it with your connections on social media. Okay, we'll leave that one out. But in other words, you need to create a pattern for your content so that it becomes habitual. So we've used because, moreover, in other words. Additionally, now Jarvis has now picked up the pattern of the type of words that we're using. Additionally, if you want to get the best results from your content marketing efforts, it's important that you use social media platforms. So that's just using bridging words here to guide Jarvis to expand the content. Next, we're going to look at how to expand content using only an H2. So in this article, we're slowly building out this article and showing how to expand the content. But in this instance, I only have an H2 and I don't have any content here to expand upon or improve. So I want to show you how to guide Jarvis here, and you can perhaps use one of your keywords. So let's just go into SEO mode here. And let's have a look at some of these keywords. So I'd pick one of these and I'd say B2B marketers. Here you go. We need to use that more. So B2B marketers, constantly looking for new ways to promote valuable content. I'm really not such a bad typist. It's really difficult when you're looking at one screen and typing into another. So B2B marketers are constantly looking at new ways to promote their valuable content. So we've given Jarvis an idea here of where we want him to go with this. So let's just let him go. That's why participation in online communities, social media marketing and cross-promotion are so popular. Participating in online discussions on forums or news websites you visit regularly can be a great way to increase awareness about your brand. If you create long-lasting relationships with site admins, you'll have the opportunity to promote your content to their users. Great. Other marketers will do the same. Don't worry, it's just part of doing business. Okay, I don't like that bit. Let's skip that bit. Social media is the perfect way to promote your B2B content, and this can be achieved by using different types of posts which attract your target audience, like contests or giveaways. I don't like that kind of marketing, so we're going to take that out. That's like so overdone on Facebook these days. Post, share, do interviews, add social sharing buttons. Cross promotion is a great way to increase the amount of traffic that your content receives. You can use this strategy, for example, by sharing your relevant posts on different social media platforms or asking influencers to share a link. Remember, participating in online forums, consistently using social media and cross-promoting are great ways to promote your valuable B2B content. So don't forget about them when you publish your next post. Love it. So that's how we expanded on this paragraph from nothing, just by giving Jarvis a sentence here based on some of our keywords. And we already went up another point.
Hey, to Jarvis. Your AI writing assistant makes it fast and easy to write content for your blog, social media, website copy, and more. Writer's block have you stuck? Not anymore. Now you can scale up content 5 times faster using AI. So, how does Jarvis work?